name is Stephanie Wills, and this is EDL 856, Case Study, a New Role for the Parents Organization. Section 1, Summarize the case and establish the facts. I'm a principal at a school, and I am having some concerns with the Parents Organization. The organization discontinued their affiliation with the National Parents as Teacher Association and decided to function as their own independent organization. In the spring, during elections for officers, there was a lot of discussion about parent participation and community involvement. I was very surprised with this, as I've always had a very good partnership with the parent organization. They've always had a good role in our school programming, such as planning the parent staff picnic, initiating parent-teacher conferences, and helping to promote bond referendums for an additional building. On Thursday, I met with the representative of the parents' organization, the president, who is a young attorney. The president and I discussed how we were going to continue with our annual parent staff picnic, and we're discussing the details. The parent organization, the president of the parent organization, explained to me that the organization wanted to have a series of back-to-back school meetings and teacher-parent conferences and do it in a different way that we have done in the past. They wanted teachers to be responsible for making presentations and be available for parent-teacher conferences that evening. The parent organization also wanted to be more involved in this decision-making and policy-making. They felt that they needed to be equal partners. They had actually already met the week before to establish committees, and they wanted to plan to observe conditions at the school, collect data, and issue policy statements. I had a lot of concerns as the president was speaking to me. First of all, my concern was that the group met without me and did not make me aware of any of the changes until now. I'll be held accountable for a lot of this information and a lot of the policies and plans, and I need to be a part of that process. I know I must respond to his plan, and now I need to proceed and decide how I'm going to proceed without upsetting the educational program or without jeopardizing the partnership that I've developed with the parents group. Section 2, Legal or Ethical Issues. As far as laws are concerned, I don't believe any laws were broken. Things that might become legal issues in this situation might be confidentiality, the teacher contract for extra time. If they're wanting to do the parent-teacher conferences in the evening or having the teachers work extra days, I'm not sure if that's in their contract. Another thing I'm not 100% sure of is board policies. Not sure what the board policy is for parent groups. Some of the ethical issues in this situation, they didn't include me, the principal, in the decision making. I have a responsibility to protect my staff and my students and to make the right decisions for them. I also have a responsibility to include families and community members in the decisions I'm making. Section 3, exactly what happened. The parents' organization has redefined their role with the school by giving themselves more responsibility in the decision and policy-making process without consulting the principal or other school administration. Section 4, Synthesize the facts. Who are the people involved with this situation? The principal, me, president of the parents' organization, parents, and teachers. Where did this take place? It took place in my office, the principal's office. And what program am I talking about? The parents' organization, and they were a former member of the PTA. Review and prioritize the information. Who will this affect? This decision is going to affect the teachers, the students, the families, administrators, and the school district. Have all the stakeholders been contacted? At this point in time, I have only spoken with the president of the parents' organization. I have not talked to the superintendent. I have not talked to the school board. What is some other information that I would like to know? First thing I would like to know is why the parent organization left the PTA. What did that decision have to do with the decisions that they are making now? What did they feel that they may have liked or disliked about the organization? Did parents leave or join the organization when this happened? How did the organization, or excuse me, what did the organization hope to accomplish? What were the goals? And what is the policy for parent involvement? I don't know what the school board policy is for that. Section 6, identifying my options and the consequences. First, option number 1. That option is to say nothing, allow the parents' organization to continue their plans. Option number 2 would be to tell them, no, I don't like the plans they've suggested to me. We're going to continue the back to school program and parent-teacher conferences the way they have been in the past, and the parent organization and their involvement is going to stay the same as it has in the past. Or option number 3, I can have a two-way conversation with the organization on the school events, how we're going to handle those school events, and then discuss ways that we can partner to improve school and student success and to allow them to continue to be partners in the school. Evaluate my options. Option number 1, say nothing to the parents' organization and continue to let them go on with their plans. What are the pros of this option? No conflict for me with the parents' organization. It will be easy, just let them do what they want to do, and I don't have to have conflict with the parents or the president of the organization. We may have more school events. They had talked about a lot more school events, so that might be a positive thing. And there could be some possible school improvement with the data collection that they want to do. Cons, it could definitely upset my teachers and staff, asking them to work days or evenings that weren't on their calendar. Could upset parents. I don't know what parents left the organization, what parents are still in the organization. I don't know what the whole organization feels about the plans. It could break district policy. I'm not aware. I don't know what the district policy is for parent organizations. It could definitely break confidentiality, and it could harm my school and community culture. Option number 2, I could say no to the suggested change, keep the back to school program and parent-teacher conferences the same, and the parents' organization involvement stays the same. Pros for this option: teachers feel supported, confidentiality is not compromised, and the yearly events continue as before. The cons could damage my relationship with the parents and the families in the organization. There could be harm to school community and culture. This community may see it as the principal just wants to do it her way and doesn't want to listen to anyone or partner with anyone. And parent organization may lose members and may lose trust in me and my role. Option number 3, have a two-way conversation with the organization on the school events that we have annually. Discuss ways the organization can partner and build relationships that could benefit school improvement and student success. What are the pros of this option? It could promote collaboration, encourage two-way communication, possible school improvement opportunities, and teachers will feel supported and students' success will be seen. Cons, parent families may be upset, and it is going to be time consuming to come up with the plan, look at goals, and really build that partnership. Section 8, choose the best option. Looking at all of my options, I feel like option number 3 is my best option. Have a two-way conversation with the organization on the school event. Discuss the ways the organization can partner and build relationships that benefit school improvement and student success. Have all the stakeholders been consulted? At this time, I have not talked to the superintendent or the school board about the circumstances. How am I going to implement this plan? First of all, that would be the first thing I would do, would go talk to the superintendent or school board if needed and tell them my plans to go talk to the parents groups president, and that I want to partner with them and talk about goals. Next would be to meet with the parents organization, have a discussion about the school policy and the parent involvement. Then I want to look at the goals for the parent organization and point out shared goals, talk about the goals for their organization, talk about goals that I have, and talk about goals that the school has and how they are similar, how they are different, and how we can all work together. I want to develop a very detailed plan of the parent organization's role in the school. If that has not already been done, And if if it has already been done, then really look at that and see if there's anything that we need to change. Then I want to have a two-way conversation about the resources that we have available to help meet those goals, and what we can use to utilize for school improvement and student development. And the last thing I want to do is check in frequently with this group through either quarterly questionnaires, just different check-ins, to assess the goals and our implementation and make sure that our plan is working, the goals are being met, and that communication is continuing to develop. What if this plan of action doesn't work? If this plan of action doesn't work, I would next bring in a superintendent or other administrators to meet with me and the parent organization. If that doesn't work, I would bring in outside mediators as needed to help guide this process. And that is my case study. Thank you.